Hello, everybody. Trent Suing here. Hey, I sorry I haven't been posting the last couple days, and I've taken things down because ultimately, I needed to slow down. People are starting to wake up quicker than honestly local communities ready for. Anyway, the reason why I'm wearing a vest is those of you that don't know, the night before last, I had another break in, and we had an altercation, and I ended up getting cut. And but don't worry, I've turned over all the evidence into the police station. Fortunately, I had one of my security team here, and there's quite a bit of blood, but she cleaned it up. I'll be posting that later as soon as I get time. Plus I went to a police station and we interviewed the one a police officer, as well as Dana, the crisis counselor, the one who started all of the issues that's basically destroyed my life. The police officer that spoke with, though, um, I don't even want to mention his name because I don't want any negativity to come towards him, because honestly, he's the first officer that has treated me with respect. He even, if I had my phone here, I'd even show you the text message he sent me back that um, he appreciated that I kept things calm. And yeah, guys, the time for you to think that I have mental issues or time for you to think that I'm lying is over. The House of Truths is already getting put together. I mean, you guys are going to be amazed about this trailer, the capabilities. It will be honestly one of the most advanced ones in the world, and self-contained. I'm even going to have the option of being able to hook up to a fire hydrant to be able to use a fire nozzle for riot control in case it gets to that. The whole outside is also going to be covered in solar. Have a super high sophisticated grid transfer system that will be going into it, so that if for some reason we can't access fuel, we will still be able to do what we do or will be doing, even just off sun. So that's amazing. It feels good. You guys will see my engineering experience come out. You will see my security experience come out. You'll see my counseling experience come out, like you'll see with the interview with Dana. I explained to her that, hey, I've had your training, obviously a lot better than you have. And I explained with the fine police officer, I think is, I don't even want to say his name, because I don't want the chief of police to punish him for treating me kind, because obviously he's chief of police must, I can only assume, because he won't talk to me. I've begged him to talk to me. You guys know I have. Matter of fact, one of you viewers has a really hard time listening because of the post that I put where I said that, if the chief of police will not have a conversation with me, then unfortunately I'm going to have to do what he's done to me, and I'll use my civil rights to go interview him at his home. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to bring shame to his neighborhood like he has done to mine, or shame to my family and destroyed my family. No, I don't want to do that to him. I mean, zero harm, zero threat. All I want is the truth to come out. Why wouldn't the chief of police want the truth? Why wouldn't he want all the truths to come out? Anyway, so I turned in the evidence of the coat because my coat had got sliced up quite a bit, my hand, but don't worry about my hand. Um, how quickly it's healing is quite the miracle. And I have witnesses that have witnessed the healing process, and eventually that'll be explained. Right now, though, I am blowing out here as quick as I can. You think about it. That's the third burglary that has happened in a little over a month, and the police have done absolutely nothing. That is the second attempt on my life, and the police have done absolutely nothing. So I'm just so thankful. I know you guys consider a lot of negativity comes from social media and from the internet, but I assure you I'm finding the positive in it, and I am doing all of this to protect all of your civil rights. Hey, Caesar, not by the way, Caesar's doing a lot better. He's still a little hungover, but he's doing great. He doesn't even have the munchies. Kind of nice. But anyway, I should be totally out of the house today. Caesar and I ended up sleeping in the trailer last night just to keep us safe. The assailant that, cut me and obviously tried to kill me, I'm sure he'll be showing up at a hospital somewhere, and I'm sure the police will be able to find him. If they do their job, chances are they're not going to, because they have failed to do anything yet, even though I provide them with the 100% rock solid proof of who did the burglary, because of the IXM number on the cell phone that I shut off once the person got home. They have not even looked that up. The crisis counselor, you'll see on tape, she admits she's not even looked up full spectrum consciousness. She has not even watched the video that she called suicide video that's clearly stated crucifixion by my family. So all things are good, all things are positive, everything's exactly how it's supposed to be. And like I said before, the reason why I'm shutting off the videos is because I honestly want to give this community that I thought was the best community in the world, I honestly want to give the community an opportunity to rectify this issue. I told the police officer when he brought up, well, it sounds like you're making threats towards the chief. No, I'm not making any threats whatsoever. I'm begging him to protect himself, because I know what's coming. I know that as soon as my crew gets here and as soon as the House of Truths is finished, it is going to destroy the community when the truths come out. I mean, once I'm done with the police department, I'll be going to Benton County Health Department, and then I'll be going to Samaritan Health Services, and then I'll be going to Oregon State University, because I want the students to know how easily all of these professionals will violate your civil rights and act like you are a criminal. All it takes is one girl to lie to start this chain of events. I mean, think about it. I gave away the motorhome that was worth $300,000 because I don't have the time. How much is my life worth? To me, my life is worth every single thing in the world, because my life is strictly to serve my God now. And my God wants me to strictly serve every single person in the world to protect your civil rights. Because you guys know they're going away like we have no rights. And I know what's going to happen as soon as the first, missile touches down in the United States. Therefore, not only am I going to be prepared to deal with the professionals here locally and within the state, because this is not going to stop. This is going to be the rest of my life. That's why I'm wearing bulletproof vest right now. That's why I have a camera on right now. I told you guys, I'm always recording twice. Because when Dana called my crucifixion video a suicide video and said that there's a suicide note that doesn't exist, that's criminally negligent, and she has destroyed my life, as along with the rest of them. Well, the Corvallis Police Department and Dana, honestly, I feel in my heart, they didn't mean to do what they did. They don't have ill intentions, so don't go at them. Let me handle everything. As soon as the truths come out with Benton County Health Department, I don't want to bring shame to them. All they are going to have to do is just, on my video, apologize for the lies and say that, hey, I'm not mentally ill and that I am full spectrum conscious, or at least the best they can tell. That's pretty simple, right? And then I won't sue Benton County Health Department. I won't sue Corvallis Police Department. I mean, you guys have heard me. I've begged the police chief. I said I'd even sign a waiver. I'd take a lie detector test. I'd be willing to be interviewed by the state's head psychiatrist that interviews serial killers and con artists and all of this. I've been willing to do all this. You know why? Because I've done it before. Yeah. And they haven't even taken the time to research it, to see that, oh shit, he did take a lie detector test in Lynn County. Oh shoot, through the custody evaluation, he was interviewed by the state's forensic psychiatrist. And I don't consider this a game. I don't consider this funny. I consider this the most important cause in the world. I hope to God you guys do too, because I am literally protecting your God's word from it being called a lie. How can anybody be against that? This morning, a tattoo artist, fellow tattoo artist that was studying underneath me at one point so that I could teach him how to achieve a lot better things. He's been tattooing for a lot longer than I have, but I was going to turn him on to how to really step up his game. And anyways, he had heard about, that there was a crisis going on. And then he, wanted to come by and check out, see if I needed anything. Well, and I was going to give him a couple of my machines, a ton of tattooing supplies. I mean, about $5,000 worth of stuff. Just give it to him, just because I wanted to spread the love. But once I showed him where the bomb went off, once I told him exactly what was going on, this man who, has had his time in prison, so he's hardened. It scared the shit out of him. He would not accept anything. He said he doesn't want to be tied whatsoever. He doesn't want anybody coming after him. I totally respect that, brother. I get it. I shook his hand and I shook his hand, and I said, I think the best thing for you to do then is leave. I respect that you don't want to get involved. Hey, just like my security team and my camera crew, they know how serious this is, and they have asked me to never tell their names and never show their face, unless it's coming down to they have to. If negativity is brought upon us and we're having to battle for our lives, then they accept that. These are political extremists from around the world that go to help people fight for their civil rights. These are my opinion, these are badasses of the world. But, like I said, here shortly I will have my security license so that I can outfit the rig so that we can legally set up and, have our lights on to warn everybody. Have a loudspeaker system already purchased. I'm just waiting to get it installed. I told you guys already that we have drone capabilities that will be able to launch from above or below the House of Truths. That way, there's literally no way for us to get trapped or shut down. I mean, we even have our own air supply. So, just want to let you guys know that this is the rest of my life's purpose, is to protect your civil rights and go against the ones that intimidate us, that feel that just because they have a badge, that they have all the rights. I mean, look at how they've taken away all of mine. But as you notice, my speech is slowed down. I'm calmed down. You know why? Because I have every ounce of evidence I need to prove exactly what took place and exactly how everybody has violated my civil rights. And also, too, like I said before, every ounce of everything is going into, let's call it a time capsule, where it's preserved that even if I get killed off, I have people that will see to it that it goes global, And how am I coming up with all this knowledge? Well, because I'm one with my God. There's so many things that are happening that are falling into place exactly, perfectly. I couldn't have possibly imagined anything falling together more perfectly. And that's because I've dedicated my life to my God. I've dedicated my life to your God. And, you guys know I've put my life on the line so many times for the innocent. So why in the world wouldn't I do it now when now I'm battling the most important war of the world? And remember, this all started just because I wanted to admit anything I've done wrong in my illusion and apologize for it and try to help other people to love themselves enough to listen so we can solve all the problems of the world. Unfortunately, I will have to do it with a ghost camera crew, I guess you could say, a ghost security crew. But, I guess it's kind of appropriate because after all, my call sign was Ghost Gun in Ukraine. But everything's going great. The house will be listed on fire sale, because like I'll take a couple 100,000 loss because money's not a concern anymore. The concern is protecting your civil rights. The concern is exposing the people that strip you of your civil rights all the time. Plus, one of the first things I'll be doing is I have a ton of excess stuff because, now my life will consist of being in a vehicle and in the trailer, Caesar and I. Therefore, there's so much stuff that I've acquired because I've been very wealthy at points in my life. Shit, up until Ashley destroyed my business, I was making a ton of money. Now I'm on food stamps. Now I'm on applied for energy assistance. By the way, we'll talk about that because it's amazing how many different companies, nonprofits, the ones who are there to help you, how much harder they're making everything. They're using excuses. But at least I have good people like Les Schwab that gave me grace, hooked me up, like you guys saw in the video. And I'm getting a lot of people starting to give me support, and it feels good. That's why I'm calmer now, because now I'm not on the offense. I'm no longer on the defense. I'm now on the offense. And the offense is to protect your civil rights. The offense is to expose the professionals that cause harm to us every single day and are never held accountable. Yeah, but I'm doing good. I just can't be here anymore. The danger that it's bringing to my neighbors, and the police aren't even talking to anybody. You realize, other than 3 houses in the cul-de-sac, the police have not talked to anybody. There's even a house that has cameras on it. Police haven't even looked at the cameras. Wait till you guys see the interview when I went to the police department with one of my security members. Anyways, I gotta get busy. I gotta get out of here. We will have everything out of the house today. I'll even show you guys. Matter of fact, here, I'll walk around real quick and give you guys an idea of the current status. By the way, this is the door that they came in again, the one that the Officer Willie said no signs, but the hinges had been ripped off. So what I did is I put this block, that was made so that nobody can possibly get in that door. Oh, anyone? This is the high-end stencil printer. It actually prints 3D stencils. Anybody who wants that, just go ahead and show up at 450 Southeast Alexander Place, Corvallis, Oregon, and I'll give that to you. Nothing asked in exchange. All I want to be able to do is on video show I'm giving it to you. So the person who has tried to invoke the power of attorney that he had when I was in Ukraine, just so there's no way he can try to say that the person didn't have the rights to stuff, because I'm protecting all of the innocent. Anyway, so moving along. Yeah. Oh, anybody need any soap or lotion? Please come by. I have tons of stuff to give away. Anybody who wants it. As you guys see, there's all my artwork that's on the wall. I will be going through every ounce of the artwork that I have done, and I will be explaining who treated me good as clients and who treated me horribly. Especially this individual right here that has this tattoo. His name is Matt. I'll end up sharing his full name. This individual, right before I went to Ukraine, he contacted me the night before, and he's like, "Hey man, please, I really want this tattoo before you go. Please hook me up." I worked until almost midnight the night before I left for Ukraine. And once I got done, he goes to pay me, and I only charged him $380 was the agreed price. And which that should have been and it's on his shin. That should have been about a $800 tattoo, but no, I wanted to hook him up. I wanted to give him love because he had been a good client. Well, when it came down time for him to pay, he goes, "Oh shoot, somebody hacked into my account. All my money's gone." So I was like, "Okay, man. Well, just get it fixed." He said he'd have me a couple days later. He'd get me the money. That was almost a year ago. I've communicated with him like 6 times. I'll show you the communication where he keeps telling me, "Oh, I'm still waiting on my debit card." This man literally was betting on me dying in Ukraine. He still has not paid any money. But the world will be able to judge him for that, and the world will be able to punish him for that if the world thinks so. I don't want any harm to come to him. What the world decides to do is I have nothing to do with it. Oh, and his significant other, or at least the mother of his child, she also screwed me over too, but we'll go into that. I have a lot of people that have not treated me properly as a tattoo artist. We'll discuss those. Everybody will be exposed. All the lies will be exposed because that's the right thing. And I'll be pure honest. I won't lie. Therefore, there's no legal ramifications that can come back on me. Anyway, my security member just showed up with an additional trailer. Just want to show you guys how much artwork we have to go through and talk about the individuals that have ripped me off. But I don't want to expose her because, like I'd said, I'm not willing to show their face unless we absolutely have to. But there's the other trailer to help get me moved out quick. It's raining out here. Cabinet, yeah, anyway. Oh, and here's part of the solar grid system. Yeah, I mean, this is state of the art. This baby's gonna be hooked up and ready to go for no matter what happens in the world. We'll be independent. All we need is the sun. But yeah, see how everything now is getting clear. There's C's. Anyway, just showing you guys so you know I'm telling the truth. Like I said before, if anybody needs anything, please contact me. I'm giving a ton of stuff away. I just want to help you. I want to give love to you. Even though you're not giving it to me, I still want to give you unconditional and deserving love. Anyway, I got to speak with my security professional, so I got to get off. Just want you guys to know I love you with all my heart, and I will do everything I possibly can to preserve your civil rights. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Just a second.